Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Ultra Confusion Hangout. I am your host, Charlie, and I'm joined once again by the prolific coder himself, and still in that funky Minnesota town, Zealeus.
That was totally like an impromptu intro, yo. You're usually like, yo, you ready or something? And you're rambling all of a sudden. It's like, hey, we're started. I'm like, oh, I guess we started.
Well, you kept going, what are we doing, what are we doing, what are we doing? I'm like, well, he's waiting for something, so I'll just start.
Well, I think that's an outstanding reason to start without any preamble.
It's the spontaneity that makes the show.
Ah, Mr. Spontaneity Charlie. You don't say.
Indeed. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right down to it, shall we? Okay, first on the agenda, the very, I don't want to say long-awaited, but it has been awaited game, Robots Love Ice Cream, for the iOS, created by a independent developer here in Atlanta.
Woo, go Atlanta.
Yes. Is finally out for the iOS. I picked it up for the iPad and I've been playing it. I'm going to have to say the controls are a little bit, it takes a little bit of used to because you're going, okay, so you're an ice cream truck and you're shooting ice cream at robot enemies floating in the sky and trying to save these ice cream factories from these other robots stealing the ice cream from the factories. So it's kind of like, think about it as, what was that? Missile Command, where you gotta shoot everything out of the sky, but you also have to make sure that your bases stay intact. So instead of the bases, they're ice cream factories, and once the ice cream's gone from that factory, you lose like your ice cream life. But of course, you can also take damage at the same time.
Don't damage my ice cream.
And well, the ice cream truck could take damage, and then the entire game is on a planet, and you're basically just driving around the entire planet. It's not a very big planet. Every single level is just like a small planet that's just rotating as you're going. So fun game. Like I said, the controls take a little bit to get used to. You've got left and right on one thumb or one side of the screen, and then you've got the shoot and jump on the other side. So it takes a little bit to get used to. Usually I'm just going in one direction and trying to shoot. I'm not really good at going, like dodging left and right.
I've found that to be an issue in most any kind of touchscreen games.
Yeah.
You kind of it's like the lack of joystick or mouse. It's just, never worked well for me.
Yeah. So that just came out. Another game that I want to just touch on real quick is called Dungeon Crawlers. Now, Dungeon Crawlers originally came out for the iOS. But Drowning Monkeys, the company behind it, another Atlanta product, has decided to do like not a reboot, but a redo of the game. Because what happened was they released it on the iOS, and then they decided to try it on Steam. And everyone's like, oh, we don't want to play a mobile game that was ported to the PC.
Yep.
So what they did is they basically took the entire game and just like polished the crap out of it, high definition, all that crazy stuff, and made it literally a PC game. I mean, it is for the PC. And now they're running their Project Greenlight campaign. So if you, the listeners and viewers and fans of Ultra Confusion, can help a company out, just go to Steam, go to the Greenlight section, and search for Dungeon Crawlers HD Redo. REDUX. And I think that's it for the local shoutouts. So
is this Dungeon Crawler Labyrinth, or is this a different Dungeon Crawler game?
What do you mean a labyrinth?
I don't know. That's what it says. And I went to dungeoncrawler.com, and it's talking about stuff.
Dungeoncrawler.com.
Mind of Kurgan or something? Orders? No, or is this a totally different game?
Well, hold on. I don't know what you're looking at.
I'm at dungeoncrawler.com.
I'm looking at dungeoncrawler.com. Hold on. It's probably not the same thing. No, that's not the same thing. Definitely not the same thing. Though that looks pretty sweet.
Oh, oh,
No,
oh well.
that's a miniatures game.
That'd probably be why you're not playing it on the computer.
Yes. Okay, so I think that does it for my my immediate shout outs. Let's see here. What else? What else am I supposed to shout out about? Am I shouting out about anything else? I don't know. Zealeus, you got anything to talk about?
I've also played a tablet game this week,
Uh-oh.
not called Final Fantasy 14.
Uh-oh.
It's a game on the Android. I saw it. It looked pretty cool, so I tried it. It is called, let me get the right name here because I can never pronounce this right, Aerolux. Um, Basically, the idea is you start off with a sun that produces like a unit of, I guess I'll call it energy, one every second.
Mm-hmm.
And you can upgrade your suns, then maybe produce two or three, depending on that size of that sun, which also requires you to sacrifice these units.
Mm-hmm.
You're the blue sun, and you're competing against the red and green sun. And basically, the object of the game, as you might imagine, is to basically take out your opponents.
Right.
So it's a game of strategy. How fast do you upgrade your own sun versus taking over other suns? Because obviously, the more suns you have, the more you produce.
Right.
Well, because it can be it's three others, and you also potentially, split up your forces, so you're weak on one flank, etc. So it's a pretty fun game.
Mm-hmm.
Some games I like a challenge on, but this is one of those games where I just like the easy maps and to just face roll the opponent. Some games are just fun to just absolutely decimate your opponent. It's just kind of fun to see how much of these little units you can build for me and just completely steamroll versus the hard ones, which I suck at. I've never been good at these type of strategy type games, especially the hard maps. I'm like, yeah, those kind of strategy games aren't my forte. They're fun, I'll play them, but I'm never going to be the guy who destroys the hard mode. That's just not my type of game. But it's a fun game. And best of all, it's free.
There's the magic words.
That's why I tried it out. I'm like, yeah, I'll try it. It's free.
Okay, free. Okay, something that is not free. It's not available yet, but Notch, or Mahjong, whatever you want to call it. Notch is the dude. Mahjong is the company. The great and powerful mind behind Minecraft has, of course, created a game called Scrolls, which is out on PC right now. It's about $20 through PayPal or your credit card, however you want to pay for it. And they're going to come out with a iOS version of it because basically, from my understanding, this bad boy plays exactly like a touchpad type of device would play. So, I mean, it would be an easy transition over. They're utilizing a company who's done quite a lot of ports. So that's exciting news for them. Also, talking about exciting news and Steam, the wonderful company, Daedalic Entertainment, a company that I have reviewed quite a few games from, is having a massive Steam sale this weekend.
Oh my.
Basically, all their games are 50 to 80% off. So if you were waiting for maybe a price cut in one of the games that I reviewed, this is your time. Now, of course, the majority of them are point-click adventures. So I'm going to warn you that if you do not like point-click adventures, you're probably not going to get as much enjoyment out of this game. Now, if you've never played a point-click adventure, I would choose one of the games that's on sale and try it out. So you can at least say, it's for me, or not really my deal. They did put a discount on Blackguards as well. That is not a point-click adventure. That is a heavy-duty RPG game.
Tough.
It's deep, man. It's deep.
I hear you.
So, but like I said, this is your chance. If you want to play a Daedalic game or purchase a Daedalic game right now, and actually here, hold on, I'm going to pull up Steam, and I'm going to tell you what the prices are looking like, even with the discount, because sometimes discount doesn't mean jack. Like, oh wow, that's it's 75% off, but it's still like $40. So a game that I just reviewed, 1954 Alcatraz, it's 50% off, so it's now $10. Blackguard, See, this is the 50% off, okay? 50% off Blackguard is going to net you, it's still $30. The Deponia games, the original Deponia game is 90% off, so it's
Woo.
$1.99. The second game is $6.79. The third game is $9.99.
I was just saying that's a pretty good deal. Yeah, pretty good deal.
The first ever Daedalic game, not by release date, but the first game I ever played and reviewed, and then gave to Daedalic, was a game called Memoria, and Memoria is now sitting at $9.99 as well. So that is some exciting stuff. I wish that they had like a bundle or something for the
indie bundle from Daedalic.
I wish they had a bundle for like Deponia. I think that's the only one that has like several different yeah, that's the only episodic one. That would be kind of cool.
Like the gold pack.
Yeah. Exactly. So Deponia is it's hilarious. It's got some slapstick in there. The main hero is a complete idiot. But it was a fun game. 1954 Alcatraz. That was a good game. You had to learn how to toggle between two characters, and actually, I think the final Deponia. I think Goodbye Deponia actually had you toggling between three, because your personality got split into three people. No, not your personality. There were three no. Shh. You play as three different individuals. I'm not going to tell you why, okay? That gives away a huge chunk of the story, and I'm sorry. Spoilers!
You just spoiled it for me!
Yes. Now, of course, some of you might have noticed I'm doing this thing called a playthrough.
Indeed you are.
Currently, I'm playing through a game called, I'm going to say Oknit or Onite or Onite. It's Oknytt. However you want to pronounce it. I just keep calling it Oknit during all my playthroughs. I have beaten the game. I am writing up a review, but you will not see the entire playthrough until next week.
Until next week? That's so far away!
Well, you'll see. Okay, so here's the deal. With my playthroughs, they are released every Monday through Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so 3 p.m. your funky time. And it's going to be an entire play session, so it's going to be about 30-ish minutes, sometimes a little bit more. So you can, so it's. I don't want to say it's bite-sized, but it's not going to be like, oh Jesus, this is so long. Because the first playthrough that I did, 1954 Alcatraz. No, yeah, 1954 Alcatraz. I think they were all coming in about 50 minutes. So I'm trying to slim it down a little bit. So there's going to be a lot more Oknit. I'm pretty sure that the next game that I'm playing, that I'm still under embargo for, that I have already recorded 7 episodes for, and it's a phenomenal game. I can't wait to tell you about it. But I have quite the backlog of playthrough videos. So be on the lookout.
So those will come out very nicely.
Yes. And I, with the amount that I have, I might change it to every single day at 4. But I just have to see how far ahead I actually am. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm pretty much playing. I know it's gonna be a surprise. Mostly still the same game on my end.
Holy crap!
Mostly Final Fantasy XIV. I know it's a huge shock to the universe.
Holy crap!
Spending my time staying with my level 50 white mage healing and leveling up my tanking classes. Which is one of the things I really do like, though, is that you have one character and you just like equip whatever class you want to.
Right.
Because like most MMOs, like you have your alts. So like you play your healer main, but then you have to grab in your ult, and now you have a totally different character name with different inventories and everything, and you gotta get invited to your guild with all your alts, and it's just annoying. So I really like that you have one character, and then you can play all your classes with that one character. I'm a big fan of that kind of move.
Yeah.
It streamlines the whole MMO part quite a bit.
Yeah. I did want to say one thing. I know it's not really a video game. It's well, sort of, but it isn't really a video game topic.
Hmm.
Um, there was tragic news that happened in the worldwide wrestling world.
Hmm.
The Ultimate Warrior passed away at 54.
Yes, he did. Right after he gave a going away speech
I know.
on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, and apparently it was really creepy. Thinking back on the speech now that he died like 3 days after he gave the speech.
Yeah, because he talked about how like any second could be our last breath, and yeah, it's like looking back, it's almost like it seemed like a self-proclaimed suicide note. Which obviously he didn't commit suicide because he had like a heart attack, and
Right.
well, I guess unless he gave like himself an air embolism or some shit, who knows? But pretty sure that didn't happen.
Those were back in the days when the wrestlers were awesome.
Wrestling.
I really don't. I
I
can't.
still enjoy my wrestling.
I'm gonna be honest. I've never really watched wrestling. I know of some big names. Okay, I know of the Undertaker. I know of Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
The Ultimate Warrior, of
Oh,
course.
come here, he's gonna run over you,
Um,
bro.
Kane,
You know The Rock,
The Rock, John
Steve Austin,
Cena,
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, Jake the Snake,
Oh yeah.
um, Sergeant Slaughter.
Well, the interesting thing though that the WWE did is, kind of this whole move towards, online media.
Mhm,
They have 12 pay-per-views a year, right?
mhm,
And those will run you anywhere between 50 for a normal one or 60 for WrestleMania.
mhm,
And I've got WrestleMania the last couple of years on pay-per-view. That's the one pay-per-view I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna buy WrestleMania
mhm,
because I'm still both my wrestling, right?
mhm.
And but this year, a couple of months ago, they call it the WWE Network. So for $9.99 a month, I know I saw like an ad now, but
Yep.
for $9.99 a month, you get basically any of their past catalog in that subscription.
Mhm.
But the big key is you now get full access to all their future pay-per-views.
Oh damn.
So it's kind of like, people, even myself, I think about, okay, I got WrestleMania for $60,
Mhm,
or I could just go ahead and get a 6-month subscription for $60 now and have the next 6 pay-per-views.
mhm.
So it's like anybody who gets basically one pay-per-view a year, it's basically a win-win. But
Yeah.
it's kind of interesting, movement. I know we've talked about a lot on, the podcast about, the digitalization of video games and really, let's face it, the lack of cartridges and disc are going away.
Mhm.
It's kind of like on the TV front, you got Netflix with their House of Cards and
Mhm.
what is it? The Orange is the New, whatever
Oh,
it's called.
Orange is the New Black. Did you know that?
HBO got overloaded by the Game of Thrones. It got crashed.
Yeah. No. 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 Someone bought the rights to House of Cards. They're taking it away from Netflix.
What?
Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. I think it was a cable company swept in and grabbed it.
I haven't heard about that.
Uh,
The only thing I've heard of is um, that somebody, I forget who, is going to start showing House of Cards on their network, but not actually, um, having the rights to it.
hold on. Hold on. Blah 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 blah. Yada yada yada. I swear to God, someone said that they bought the rights to it.
Are you sure you're not thinking of a cable company? I think it's Comcast or one of those. Is going to start showing it on on like their on demand. There's that, but I didn't hear anything about somebody actually buying the rights to House of Cards.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I just googled House of Cards real quick and not really seeing a whole lot.
Maybe it was a rumor that I caught on and I didn't. You know.
Nah, I think it's all good.
Uh-uh.
I don't know. I still actually need to watch season 2.
I've never watched a single episode, so.
Good show. Good show. Well, now I'm waiting on Berserk to come in the mail.
Oh, yes. The
Well,
first part of the
actually,
second part.
well, so first part. I haven't seen the. You remember do you remember last time I saw the first part of Berserk
Yeah, I was in Destin.
with you and Sims?
Yep.
Well, so they had to send Berserk from across the country, so it's not even here yet.
Hmm.
So they sent the next thing from my queue, which I wasn't ready for because like I don't have like my next series in my queue where I want it to be.
Hmm.
So they sent to me. Have you heard of Samurai Champloo?
Yeah. I own the entire series.
Is that so? Should I watch this? Good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I guess
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
pop
yeah.
down to my Netflix probably after the podcast.
It is. It is good. It is good.
I just happen to have it in my queue. It's the next thing it randomly because I never look like one. I've never look what's next to my queue. I just always assume like, oh, I'll do it the day I mail it.
No, no,
Also,
no,
it's
no.
like,
Samurai Champloo is really good.
all right, rock
Have you ever watched Afro Samurai?
on. I watched the first couple of episodes when it was on like what was it, Spike or
Spike.
Sci-Fi.
Spike.
But it was a good show, but I just never continued watching it. I guess.
I have the entire series
Right on.
as well. Yeah. I used to have an anime problem for those individuals out there who are wondering, man, this guy has like everything.
Yeah.
Like the. We're not going to go into how many complete series I have. Well, let's just say that I have quite a few complete series of anime.
Let's just say if Brody needs to have his college tuition paid for, Charlie's got to cover us his anime collection.
I would have to find some collectors who just want the discs. I don't have the boxes anymore.
Oh.
Hmm.
Those boxes probably would have been the part that's worth the money. That's the sad part.
Well,
But I imagine that took up a shit ton of space, though.
oh, yeah. Without going into too much details, it was basically over 200 DVD boxes. That
That's
is a shit ton of space to take up in an apartment in Orlando. So I removed them all and put them in the big CD book book thingies.
Gotta do what you gotta do, yo.
Indeed.
You know what you should do? Because do you still have that media server at home? You had that HP server that you bought a while ago?
I ripped it down for parts so I can have some backup hard drives for this behemoth here, but I was thinking about putting it back together.
What you should do, you gotta get like one of those NAS servers and rip all those like DVDs to like, basically lossless data, and then just, have those sitting on your server.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
You own so many damn discs.
Yeah. Yes.
Just back up your data if you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. So what else is going on in the gaming of world? Wow, I cannot talk, can I? What is going on in the gaming world this week besides the fact that we play video games and that the Data Lake Entertainment games are in sale?
To be honest with you, I'm not really sure. So personally, I've played some more Smite. I think, do I still have my statistics up? Because I pulled them up a while ago, and I was like, God dang, I'm okay. Let's see here.
Terrible as you once thought.
Right. Well, I'm going to be totally honest with you. I don't know. Like, I know that my stats are not good, but I don't know how I match up to the norm. There's no like, oh, you're in the 37th percentile. You completely suck. I mean, I don't.
Nice.
I'm playing for fun here, folks. So I mean, I have played. I have helped win 17 matches. Looks like. I wish I could find out. Like, okay, well, all right. My favorite mode. Okay, so I've played 10 games of Joust, which is 3v3, and it's a single lane. There's no, like, exploring the map. It's you got a single lane and then a little bit of extra on the side just for, like, stealth reasons or whatever.
Wow, that's some quick action going.
Yeah, the games usually last about 18, 20-ish minutes.
Gotcha.
So 3v3, I'm I'm batting 500. I've won 5, lost 5.
Not terrible.
Nope. My average kills is 4.3. My average deaths is 5.9. I still die a lot. Average assist is 5.5. So, ironically, my best. Okay, so I am freaking Rambo when it comes to these freaking things. Once, like, if I manage to kill an opponent's god, all of a sudden I'm like, I'm invincible. I'll kill you and you and you. And the next thing I know, it's like, you have been killed. I'm like, oh. So my death stats are always like, insane.
So what you're saying is running in like a Rambo is not always the optimal strategy.
No, because I don't play as a tank.
So what you're saying is you should play as a tank.
Well, if I want to play that way, yes, I should probably play as a tank.
Just checking, because it's hard to keep track of your strategy versus actual implementation of strategy.
All right, Zealeus, what type of character do you think I...
You're the damn archer who should be in the background.
Yes, I continue to play the hunter. I continue to play the hunter. And
nice.
here's the freaking ironic thing, okay? So you got like all these badass gods and goddesses to choose from, right? There's a game mode called Assault. And it's 5v5,
yep.
1 lane, that's it. There's no deviation. It's just ground and pound. You're 5 against their 5. You play until you die, and then you can go back to the base to heal your points, heal your magic points, and buy new equipment. Once you've left the base, if you go back to the base, you don't get anything. You can't buy items. You can't heal at all. So you basically play until you can't play no more.
Huh.
So, like I said, there's a bunch of the badass gods and goddesses and stuff. But the weird thing about this 5v5 mode is that they randomly assign you a god or goddess.
Ooh.
So you basically have to play with what you got. You can't be like, oh, I don't really like that one. I'll choose this one.
Interesting.
My last game, they saddled me with Cupid. Great. Itty bitty little twerp. I don't know how to play Cupid. I've never played Cupid. It's a hunter, so that's good.
There you go. 1 step in the right direction.
4 kills, 2 deaths, 22 assists.
Nice. Did you stay in the background in that game?
No. Well, okay. So Cupid is a ranged healer.
Okay.
So what happened was I mean, the majority of his attacks don't do like jack.
Yeah.
But what I could do, because Cupid is actually the perfect character for an assault mission, because Cupid, I think it's like every 12 seconds, as long as you have the mana, he could throw out these hearts that your teammates can run over and regain some of their health.
That's pretty useful.
So I'm basically keeping my party on the push.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Feels like a game like that, like a PvP-based game, like when the strategy goes just exactly right. Oh, it feels great.
Oh my God, yes. Yes.
You're like, hell yeah! It's a thrill.
It is indeed. But I mean, like, there's still so much to Smite that I don't like, it's like, oh, you've got a mastery level of 1. Well, actually, I know what that means. That means that you've mastered 1 god. And then, of course, that's my hunter.
So does mastering that god actually do something useful?
I have no idea.
Nice.
I would hope that it gives me some kind of bonus, but I don't know.
Wow, you are full of knowledge and awesomeness.
Yeah. Okay. Real quick, we're past the 30-minute mark, so we're.
Oh my gosh, pumpkin time!
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to the Alter Confusion Hangout on Thursday.
Thursday.
Of course, make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now I'm going to try to do this because I've got the magic of the finger pointers here. If you are watching this video on Alter Confusion. First of all, thank you very much. Second of all, in order to subscribe to this video and any video after this, the quickest way to do so is to go down here in the video box. There is once you put your cursor to the bottom of the box, there's going to be an icon that says YouTube. Click on it, and it's going to open up this video in YouTube. Have no fear, the video is not resetting itself. It's just literally playing on YouTube. Now,
I don't see a subscribe link, Charlie.
Hold on, we're recording right now, Zealeus. You don't see
Be
this.
specific with me, yo.
All right.
Come on.
Okay, like I
Don't
said,
I computer illiterate?
if you're okay, for those viewing it after 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on April the 10th, you go. Okay, if you're watching on Alter Confusion, you go to YouTube using this button right there. If you're watching on YouTube, or once you've navigated to YouTube, there is the play button over here. Okay, I can't really point all the way down because my banner is in the way. But believe me, the play button's right there. Below that play button, below the entire video box, is this nice red button that's like it's kind of like a rectangle with rounded edges. It says subscribe.
Whoa.
Clicky on that, my friend. And
What does the subscribe button do? I don't understand.
And you will then be notified of every future Alter Confusion release. I know, it's amazing. Now, of course, that would mean that you would be hit up as soon as any of the Alter Confusion Hangouts post to YouTube, because they will always post to YouTube before they actually hit the Alter Confusion site. That's just the way it is, because we have to. YouTube is hosting the video. You'll also be notified first about the Something Slightly Difference. And of course, you will definitely be able to see the playthroughs before they're on Alter Confusion on YouTube, because those are set. Huh? What's that?
Okay, what about the videos I'm posting under my Zealeus account for YouTube playthroughs?
You'll have to, ladies and gentlemen, you'll have to subscribe to Zealeus' thing to get the Final Fantasy one. But same theory applies. When you're in his video, you're going to go over here, if you're on Alter Confusion, to the YouTube button. And then once you get there, you're going to go over there, and there's going to be a subscribe button underneath the video.
Okay. I was just thinking there's some way to almost like sync the two channels up to make, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of
I think there's probably a way. We'll have to investigate.
That's what I was going for, really.
Okay, so finally, yes, all the playthroughs are scheduled to immediately appear at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. Now, of course, I work during the day, so that video probably will not. It's a random time that video will appear on Alter Confusion, but YouTube, it's always, oh God, it's Rose. It will always be at 4 o'clock. So, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to the Alter Confusion Hangout. For myself, Charlie, and Zealeus. We will see you next Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 7 p.m.
Crazy time.
Crazy time. So thank you for tuning in. Zealeus, any final thoughts?
Kids, remember? Oh my God. Wow. Okay, for the top. Remember, kids, keep on gaming in the free world.
Amen to that, brother.
And you're a bastard.